Hello, YouTubers! Welcome to our review of the Ducati 1098S. So, that's it. That's the review over. Because there is plenty of information on the Ducati online. And this is just a pretty picture of it. There you go. Pause for screenshot. There you go. So yeah, so this is the Ducati 1098S that me and Cal use to bring you From a Biker's View road reviews. This gives you the nice straight line version in the corners. Adelaide Hills, maybe not so much. There is some nice stuff that we'll be bringing you that the Ducati does like, the nice big sweepers. But a lot of the tight stuff from Lobethal and stuff like that, maybe not so much. It's still a lot of fun, don't get me wrong, I do love being out there. So this is it. So we'll start at the front. Carbon fibre hugger, front wheel mudguard hugger thing. Brembo monoblocks, Öhlins, pretty gold shocks with that coating stuff on the inside of the USDs. Big dual discs, forged wheels, V-twin engine hidden under there, Desmo Sedici. Is it Desmodronic? My apologies, the Desmo Sedici is its own bike. So this has got the way that Ducati does their lifters on the valves, blah blah blah, gives it the Ducati sound. Öhlins rear shock, it's not the TTX shock, but still adjustable, still Öhlins, so it's nice and plush. Just put the gold chain on from Moto Adelaide today, DID gold chain. Looks nice and blingy. I didn't do an upgrade to the 520 conversion or anything, it's just still the 525 that Ducati has standard. Nice big 190 rear tyre. Surprisingly, it still flicks and flocks around because it's a Ducati, it's got a nice chassis with a big 190 tyre. It still flicks over better than what the 5-blades do. Well, what my 5-blade did anyway. Termi pipes, gives it plenty of volume. Dry clutch. Nice rattly bucket of bolts that Ducati has. So that's it, people. We'll just fire it up so everybody can hear a bit of the Ducati note. So you can have a look at the dash, what that says. 1098 Racing. You only get that when you put the aftermarket in there, so fire it up. As you can hear there, that's Cow pulling on the clutch and letting go of the clutch. Rattly bloody thing. Still, it's Ducati. It's cool. Thanks for watching. See ya.
Hello YouTube. This is the Suzuki DRZ 400 Super Motard. Brought to you by FABV. Yeah. Holla. Holla. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Start at the front, sitting on Dunlops, capable of doing more than 10 laps at Phillip Island. You go Bridgestone, learn. It's got reflective tape to keep us safe, which is good. It's got some sliders. I've had to replace those 3 or 4 times now because they just keep wearing them down. Maniac! It's got spoked rims, Motard tyres. Yeah. What can I say? Motards are wicked. So much fun. Very easy to ride. If you are wanting to do hills and that sort of thing, it's a great way to keep up with the leader bikes while having next to zero skill. It's got the front brake from the GSX R1000, which means it pulls up very nicely. It doesn't have the dual-sided, but it doesn't need it, you'd die. It's got upside down forks. That's about it for the front end. It does have a, I suppose, upgraded front mudguard, so that's a bit shorter, makes it look like a little beak, like a birdie. We've got bark busters on it, which are good and keep my hands nice and warm. It's got underbar mirrors, which are terrible. They give you a very rough, vibrating idea of what's about a metre behind you. But they do the job. That's the dash. Pretty similar to anything else in the DRZ 400 lineup. But it's got it's got the riser bars and stuff like that, the rental bars. So it's got a few little bits of extra bits and pieces over the enduro ones, like clear indicators, things like that. It's a single cylinder 400cc. It's got about anywhere between 40 and 50 horsepower depending on what's done to it and which site you're looking at. But it definitely moves the bike well enough. The bike's fairly light. As far as the super motards go, it's actually a bit of a porker. It weighs about 150.
Which is hard when you've got an average tune like it has at the moment.
Yeah, it's not tuned the best. It's got the 3x3 mod, which if you've got one of these or you're looking at getting one of these, it's a very common mod. Basically just opens up the airbox. So that's been done, and it's been tuned for it, but the tune is not quite right. It's running a little bit rich, so that will need to be fixed up fairly soon. What else can we say? The back is stock, and wait for this, look at that, ADR approved. That exhaust, quiet as stealth. That's what you want. Alright, none of this...
How excited I am right now about that.
Yeah, none of this aftermarket nonsense. Keep it stock, keep it legal, keep it safe. That's how it's done. Ugh. Okay, so we'll start it up. My hooded companion will... This is the Bike Ninja. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can even hear it, but it is running, I swear. Now we had to turn it off because the neighbours might have complained that it was too quiet. But there it is. That's the DRZ 400 SM, and you'll be seeing plenty of it. But that's a quick review of it. Go buy one.